one of the things that I think is really important for us as carers to understand very, very clearly what the symptoms are and how the illness is diagnosed. Now, there's a lot of written material today on the symptoms of illness. People with depression, for example, you can plug into websites which tell you all the information about symptoms for manic bipolar, for example, the same with schizophrenia, the same with clinical depression. All these, there's a lot of written information. However, one of the things that I observed from my own experience, and also from a lot of the carers, we were given a lot of written information, we read it, but somehow it doesn't grab us, it doesn't sink in properly, because sometimes the written information is sort of something, oh no, my person isn't like that, oh no, he has something different. So to me, gaining knowledge about the person's illness must be from the psychiatrist who is diagnosing our relative, or later on if they're working with a case manager or other clinicians who may be involved with the diagnosis of our person's illness. And it's for them to communicate with us about what these symptoms are and how they manifest, and why we should understand and learn that those symptoms are, again, as I said, in communication. They're the symptoms like the pain somebody has with a physical illness. So knowledge is incredibly important. It's very, very important for people to understand who maybe don't have as much education as a clinician has. And this is something that has happened where carers have said to me, the clinician tells me things but I don't know what he's talking about. For example, there was one lady who said to me one day, one of the clinicians was giving an education program, he was a psychiatrist, and he said to us carers, don't feed into your relative's delusions. She said, I didn't have a clue what he was talking about. So this is the example I give, that as carers, we're not on that same level playing field as the clinicians. We need simpler explanations. People who are carers who may be professionals, they may not need that, but we do know that a big mass of our community may not have professional way of understanding things. So to be able to help these people, and it's particularly important with people who come from different cultures, whose English is not really their first language, or knowledge has to be given to the carer in a way that that carer can understand and then be able to transfer it to the other members of family. So the important thing really, I think, is when we have knowledge, we also gain skills. So I think that is something that I would really like to encourage the clinical profession to perhaps give us a little bit more verbal knowledge. The written material is great, we can go home and read it, but I can honestly say to you, there are many, many families who don't always understand the written material.